Hey guys, just a quick reminder. Before we get into the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified every time that I post. Thank you for your time. Hello guys, how are you? Welcome back to the course. Today we're going to do something quite special. Our task for today, I don't know if I'm going to make this a single video or part 1, part 2. It will depend on the length of the video. But the goal is to produce this horizontal list view inside of our vertical list view. Okay. Couple things I have to address before we continue. First of all, is that I'm sorry for taking so long to upload the videos. I'm still trying to find a perfect schedule. Now it's being hard because I have exams. I have to work with college stuff, and I have to do this and that and that, and I have to work with so many other things. But that's not a problem. I'll try to find a schedule. At least upload 2 videos per week. I know that that's not enough, but I mean, we'll try to see how can we handle this situation. I'm so sorry guys, and thank you for your patience. With that being said, let's go into the video. Actually, this is not our app. Let me run it now. This is the first version I did. Okay, this may take a couple seconds. Just wait. And here we go. Okay. Something isn't right here. Something isn't right here. Okay. It's done now. I just had to rerun the app. Here I have a carousel. And now we are going to build the list view over here. The first thing we're going to do is to, let me zoom. Oops. So it will be easy for you guys to see what's happening. Okay. And here we're going to give a new padding const, meaning constant, edge insets all. Then let's provide 8.0 for this. This is a padding with widget. I guess that it's kind of self-explanatory, right? For this padding widget, we are going to provide a child. It's going to be new text, and let's just write categories, and let me run this. I have to disable my Facebook notifications here. It's becoming annoying. You see, let us see the working of this padding edge insets. If I were to remove this and put 2 and then control save it, you see what's happening with the categories. This is just providing the padding for that widget. The padding, you can wrap another types of widgets inside of a padding widget. You are basically providing a padding outside that particular widget. For our case, the widget is the text widget categories, and we're providing a padding for that widget. Okay. Yeah, this is done. Let us comment. When the code becomes lengthy, it becomes very complicated to understand where is what. So Commenting is a very good practice. If you want to troubleshoot your app, you can just try to read the comments and it's going to become very easy. So I would encourage you to do the same thing. Okay, now after this we are going to provide horizontal list view begins here. Let us work. I will need to put this on full screen for a while because now it's kind of required. Um, while programming an application, organization is something very important. So we cannot just put all of the components and all of the aspects of our application inside of this main file, and even the contents we already have here inside of the main are very big. It's the best thing to do it would be to separate the drawer widget to a separate file called drawer or something like that, and the carousel to a separate file called carousel or something like that. So when you're having problems with the carousel, instead of having to come here and searching for thousand lines of code, you can just go to that file. But okay, I'm not going to remove these, we already have those here, so let's just leave it. But we'll do something different for the horizontal list view. I will create new package. We're basically creating a new directory or a new folder, so don't worry about the name. We are going to call this components, right? Inside of this package, I'll create a new file, Dart file, and I'm going to call this horizontal underscore list view. Okay, here we have it. Of course we have to start importing Flutter material.dart. There's no other go. Let's go back to the main. Now I will have to import that file here. All of the files are supposed to be included here in our main file. Not actually all, but all the required files. Okay, so I will do one thing, because some imports, some packages we are not creating, like we'll just access them using the publish spec file, like the Flutter material.dart or the carousel pro. But some packages we are going to create, like this horizontal list view. I'm going to create it now. So to make things easy, I'll just comment here my own imports. Okay, and we're going to import what? Import package. Oops. And the name of the the name of our directory here. Okay, let me do one thing. Components. Inside of component switch name, I'll just import it like this. Okay, let us continue. Okay, well, you know what, actually this is not going to work. I'm sorry. Okay, we have to import package, and we have to provide the name of the app. Then this is basically giving the location of that package. We'll give shop app underscore toot depending on the name you give for your app, but I would recommend you to give the same name so we don't run into problems. But anyhow, that's not a compulsory thing. You can just pick a name. Horizontal list view. Now it's going to work. Yeah, you have to write package, then the name of the app. We are basically giving the path here. Okay, this is done. Anything existing on this particular file will be accessed from the main file. It will be like we have the let's suppose we will define some classes inside of here. We can just come and use them inside of this main file as if the classes are defined inside of the main file. Okay, I'll write some code and that theory will become very, very easy. We're going to create a stateless widget, STL, and we're going to call that stateless widget horizontal list. Okay, so what is it, a stateless widget? Why are we defining this as a stateless widget? The point here, let me try to open up these and see if I can. I'll try to. Okay, let me try to go over this app. Let's see if it's going. Okay, fortunately. What's the point? For example, this will never change. We'll define this as t-shirts. The state of this widget will never change ever, and this also, and this also. But the home page, we have to define as a stateful widget, because for one time the user will log in or will open the app and he will see this blazer first and this and this and this. But let's suppose people buy this blazer and we don't have this blazer no more. The next time the user will use the app will not have the same configuration here. Okay, I hope I'm making these things easy to understand. A stateful widget, when it's stateful, means that the state of that particular widget are going to change somehow. Stateless are not going to change. Okay, let's go back to our app. Okay, so inside of this we are going to return container. Okay, for this container we are going to give height of 80. Then I'm going to provide a child for the container, and we're going to give list view. Okay, now we have to do something different. We'll write scroll direction axis dot horizontal. Why? Because we're dealing with a horizontal list view. We want the scroll to be done horizontally. And now let me try. We can minimize this just for now, bring it over here, so we'll see on live action what's happening. We have to provide children. And what can we do just to test this? Let's try to write new icons dot help, whatever. I'll just copy, go to the next line and paste it. We have this. We just want to test what's going to happen here. Okay, let us come over here and write, where's our, here, horizontal list view begins here. So okay, we'll come over here and we'll write horizontal list. Do you guys see what's happening here? We're just calling the list, we're just calling the horizontal list class inside of this main. Let me try to reboot this and see what's going to happen. And charam, it's working. Maybe it doesn't really seem like it's working, but it's working. We have this arranged horizontally. I mean, now it's not possible to scroll it like this because of the number of icons that we have, but just to test it, you can just come over here, down, and Control V, Control V, Control V. Okay. And if we try to scroll, you can see that it's working. We have a horizontal list view inside of a vertical list view, so we already know how to nest list views. That's a major thing to know, guys, but for now I only did this for the testing purposes, so let me just erase it and do something serious, because that's not what we want. Now we are going to do something else. I'm going to come outside of this. I'm going to create another class. No. Okay, a stateless widget. Just have to write stl category. And this giving reference to a specific category, right? Inside of this category, we are going to do something. We are going to create variables, instance variables. We are going to give final, oops, string, okay, image location. Then we're going to give final string image caption. We created these two variables, and now what are we going to do here? We are going to create a constructor. We are going to provide these parameters inside of this constructor. Oops. This dot image location, this dot image caption. Okay, let me try to explain what's happening here. Probably some of you don't really understand what just happened. We created a specific class called category because inside of these categories we are going to have singular categories. I mean, we have categories, then we're going to have t-shirts, dresses, pants. Pant is a category inside categories. So we are creating a stateless widget. So we will just use this stateless widget as the base for building our specific widgets over here. Okay, so we are creating two variables inside of the class. One is called image location because if you see, these are not icons. Let me try to open it. If you take a look, these are not icons, these are images I downloaded. We have here the image and we have the caption. So this is basically this image location and image caption. If you don't create a class, a specific class for this, you would have to create a specific widget, provide the image location, the caption, then Do this over and over and over and over again. You create a class, and all of these are going to be basically objects of this class, so you don't have to write this code multiple times. You just create objects of the class category and you're good to go. The magic of object-oriented programming. Okay, now what are we going to do? We are going to return something. We don't want to return a container here. We want to return a padding. Then I'm going to give const edge insets all. I'll try to give it 2.0 for now. I don't know how it is going to come, but okay. Then we have to provide child, and our child is going to be our inkwell. I already talked about inkwell, but basically inkwell is a widget which makes any widget, any child of the inkwell widget is a tappable widget. If we create this carousel as an inkwell, if you tap, something is going to happen, right? This is what we make. This is how we did this, because these are not buttons. This is just a text, and this is just an icon, but now it's a button because of the inkwell widget. Okay. So we have here inkwell. We have specific properties for the inkwell. One of them is going to be on tab, and we're going to provide an empty function for now. Afterwards, we're going to give the implementation for this. Then what else do we do? We'll do here child, and as child of the inkwell, I guess I will do this as a list tile. List tile, here you have it. And inside of the list tile, I'm going to give title, and for the title we are going to give asset image, meaning that we want to use an image present on our as on the assets of the application, right? And here we are going to give image location. Okay, then after this, what do we have? We have subtitle, and we're going to give text. I'll probably have to edit these properties, but let's just see how things are going to come out. Text caption, and what now? Let us try to create something with this.